vacation because of extension of the welfare checks coming through. And they weren't going to even look for a job because they just took a 2-month vacation. It was very demoralizing to the people around there. What are you going to do about that? What would you like to do about that?
Yeah, it's called Europe, basically, is what we're looking at. I'm not joking. That's the kind of unemployment system they have there. We now pay you for 99 weeks, I believe it is, to not work. And we're shocked that there are, what's that? Sorry, three more, okay. 3 more questions, I guess, after this. We're going radically the wrong direction. People who are unemployed don't need an unemployment check, they need a job. Yeah. We need to create jobs for them. What we do is we get the economy going with what we've talked about and scale that back. We need to start walking that back. Now, we don't have any money left. We can't afford to pay people for 99 weeks to not work. We simply can't.
The President just signed legislation into law that was going to re-regulate the financial services industry. However, Congress, in its infinite wisdom, refused to address the fundamental issue that caused the housing bubble and the crash, namely Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. What is the chances that something could be done to pull their plugs and kill those things outright?
You actually don't need to kill them, you need to just return them to the private sector, the same as GM.
Okay,
get them completely out of the hands of the government.
Good enough.
Because they created these 2 quasi-government agencies to buy up all the bad loans. Well, all they've done is shift all that bad debt onto our backs.
That's right.
That's not a solution.
That's why this lady's pension's in the crack.
That's right. All we've done is move the debt around and increase and got more of it. That's all we've done for the last 2 years. It doesn't go away. It doesn't. You don't snap your fingers and make it disappear. And even with all the power, all the increasing in government, all the owning of the courts and violation of contract laws, even out-of-control liberals cannot bend the laws in economics. You don't make that go away. You don't. You just don't. And you certainly don't dump it on our backs.
Jesse, will you support Ron Paul's bill to audit the Fed?
Yes, absolutely, without hesitation. She asked if I would support Ron Paul's bill to audit the Federal Reserve.
I don't think there's anything left to count.
Should be a quick audit. Hey, it's all gone? All right, thanks. One more, then we can talk about all the checks.
I just have a little something to say about the 10% flat tax.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't believe the 100 million food unless everybody has a dog in the fight.
Yes, ma'am.
And that means people under poverty as well as people above. Everybody should be paying into it.
Well, here's the goal of it. And I don't disagree with you in principle, but here's the goal of it. For one, that makes it impossible to pass. You can't pass a tax on the poor. But what it does do is it will unleash so much economic growth in this country
There'll be
there won't be people below the federal poverty level, I mean to a massive percentage. There will always be some, but the goal is to lower the percentage of people that are at that level. Get them a job, a good paying job, a career, and that happens through the private sector. So I agree with you in principle, but if you're going to run on a 10% tax on the poorest Americans, then just cash in your chips. You might as well run on, I'm going to make the sky rain Skittles and Juju fruits. It's just not doable. In principle, I see where you're coming from, it's just not doable.
It's sad because it also says that there are many other things out there that we can't do because you've got somebody who's poorer than someone else or doesn't have it as good. So it's kind of sad.
Oh, it's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. A lot of things are very sad of what we've allowed to happen in this country in just over 200 years. It's very sad what the grand experiment started as and what we can be again versus what we've allowed to happen. But the good news is we can be it again. We have an economy still that's 3 times larger than China's. You realize that? I mean, the infrastructure, the education, the training of the American worker, the willingness of the American worker, we have everything in place that we need if we can get the government out of our way. This is not something that's impossible. This is all these things we talk about are doable. We just have to win elections to do them. We can get the government out of the way. Everything is there waiting. The American people are there waiting to embrace the free enterprise system again. we get the government out of the way, we'll be fine. It's going to be, November 2nd is going to be a November that we celebrate. It really is. Believe me, November 2nd, we're going to do the work that's necessary between now and then. We are going to stand up and cheer, and for even if it's just for one night, we're going to feel good about our government, and we're going to feel happy and proud. And then we get back there, and we start fighting for things that we're proud of. Start feeling good about something, fighting for somebody just against somebody. Are you ready to start fighting for somebody in this government? I am. I am sick and tired of this government, and I know you are too, but change is on the way. I'm not allowed to take any more questions, sorry. Oh, Matt's holding up the donation envelopes. Never mind, we'll take one more.
Where do we drop our checks off tonight?
Drop your checks off back at the table or in my pocket or with the bearded gentleman on the right over here. And if you can, we need it. You guys know I hate asking for money, but I need you to write checks. We need to buy TV ads, we need to buy mailers, because someone out there is lying, and we need to tell the truth. So, thank you.